So what's it like being in front of all the lights and the cameras and all that? I mean, you're a veteran, but what's it like?
It's been fun. I
Yeah.
think just getting to talk to a lot of different people, getting to talk about Louisville is always fun. Just getting to brag a little bit about, the program you're representing. Yeah.
What's been the transition? Well, first, before we go there, what was it about Louisville that said, hey, that's where I want to be, that's where I want to spend next year?
It was just legacy in the history of the program. I think a non-negotiable for me was the people. Like, I want to be surrounded by good people. To me, that makes or breaks the experience. And then just Coach Walsh and the coaching staff. I remember talking to my dad right before I was making the decision. He said, if you want to go to Louisville, it's not going to be easy, and those coaches are not going to be satisfied. And to me, I was like, well, I don't want it to be easy, because easy is not going to get me where I want to be. Like, I want to get pushed and challenged every single day, and that's what they've been doing so far.
So how's that transition going for you then? Is it going pretty well?
I think it's been going good. It's definitely been hard, but there's always hard days. But I think when you're surrounded by the right people, again, it makes it easier. When you're surrounded by like-minded teammates who want to compete and want to go hard, and with coaches that are the same way and are smart and just want to support you in every way they can.
So from what you were told coming in, is it kind of living up to that expectations? Is it difficult on a daily basis?
100%.
Yeah.
Coach Walsh said that he is so straightforward with everything he says. Like, he doesn't sugarcoat a thing. But it's been like that, and he knows that. But I think something about him, like, he sees the potential in every single player in the team, and he's not going to stop until you get to that point, to the potential he sees. He's not going to be satisfied with 90% of what he thinks you can do. He wants all of it.
Obviously, you're coming in with a lot of experience, but a newcomer. Are you still being kind of leaned on since you are a veteran and you've got such great experience?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we talked about during the recruiting process. Is I'm a very vocal leader, and I knew that's something I bring to a team too. Something to lean on, especially with this team that's still a little bit young. It's still some players that are trying to find their voice, trying to find their role. So I'm leaning on some of them to get to know Louisville basketball and how we do things here, and they're leaning on me, just some college experience and being a leader and learning it that way too.
What has fueled you to be such a dominant player?
I think just, I'm competitive. I want to be the best at everything I do. I think I come from a very competitive family. My parents are competitive. My brother is competitive. So I think, to me, is when you do something, I want to do it 100%. I always loved, the term, the saying, no regrets. No regrets in everything you do. Don't leave any unturned.
Awesome.
Do you have any stories with your siblings about, or sibling,
a brother.
Okay. Sibling about competing as children? I guess I have to play with mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, so he is 5 years younger than me, but he started playing basketball right after I started. He always wanted to do the same as me, but he would be the time when we would be playing, because especially when we were younger, I had the physical advantage, so he would make rules about any kind of one-on-one we were playing. I wasn't allowed to score in the paint. I wasn't allowed to offensive rebound. I could only shoot pull-ups. It was all kind of rules, because he would get so mad when he lost, because he's a lot worse than me. He'll throw things around at that point. So I think, just going back there, it was always, he was trying to even the playing field. Yeah. And now as we've gotten older, it's we can play a little bit more without those advantages for me.
And I'm sure that inadvertently he was trying to not help you, but I'm sure that did help you now in terms of trying to make your game a little bit more versatile.
Yeah, 100%. I think, playing against him and also playing against my dad, who used to play, just always having that and talking basketball about them is one thing, just developing your basketball IQ, but also just getting to play against them, getting to play against guys who are just a little stronger, a little bit more physical. My dad used to be more explosive than he is now, just some kind of those things that definitely helped my game.
Yeah, and then you talked about the recruiting process. What was, I guess, overall kind of Jeff and his staff's pitch to you to come to you?
I think just, they said, you want to be a pro, that's what we do here. We develop pros, and then just winning. They were like, well, if you want to go play in the NCAA tournament, you want to go see how far we get, look at the history of Louisville. That's all Jeff does. He goes to the NCAA tournament every year. So just talk about that, and the same thing we talked about, I want to get out of my comfort zone, and they were like, we're going to do that for you. We're going to help you in that way, and it's going to be uncomfortable, but if that's what you want, this is the right place for you.
Yeah.